Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. So, welcome to our Monday night team huddle. This is going to be quick. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. We're going to get off at 8:25. So we got 25 minutes. Get your notebooks. I promise you're going to want to take some notes from these ladies sharing tonight. But before we get started, first off, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome May 1st. April was incredible. So many people grew, hit new goals. It doesn't matter where you finish. Today is a brand new month and you get to even go further or reach that goal. Okay? We are going to be getting hopefully a big announcement tomorrow about maybe another enhancement, rank advancement bonus. So we'll see what that's about. That's exciting. But if you're just joining, drop in the chat something you're proud of yourself about. Okay. And I am not going to talk too much because nobody wants to hear me chat. You guys want to hear from these ladies who have absolutely crushed their month. And I'm gonna first, we have three people, possibly four, depending on time, but we have three people who are going to share tonight. So I'm going to first introduce Aimee Ann, then we have Tamera, and we have Bobbie. Okay. They are all going to be sharing tonight. What I want you to know is that out of these three ladies, Shelly has time and is on. She'll share if we have time. Okay. So you guys, we have a new 40K. We have two new 40Ks. We have two new 12Ks. There's other people that hit 12K too, and they will be recognized and also getting to share later in the month. But what I have asked these ladies to really think about is to give you guys some tips and some wisdom as to what happened. Like, how did they do it? Right? How did they do it? And what are some tangible tips that you can take and you can go apply to your business? Now, I will tell you guys, we sit on Zooms and we love to learn, but we can learn all day long. It's all about us putting it into action. All right. So before we get started and I kick it over to Aimee, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to at least walk away with one thing that you are going to do either tonight or tomorrow that these ladies share with you. Okay. So Aimee Ann, I think I saw you on. You're here. Okay, good. All right, you guys. So first I want to introduce Aimee and Busy. You guys, if you've been on one of our Zooms recently, you have had the pleasure of getting to hear her wisdom and her just passion for this product, for this business, for her team. And there's so much I could say, but she and her team, you guys, she has a team full of people just like her and passionate. All right. And so it's so cool to watch what her team and she is building. And if you've been around her, if you were at Thrive-Palooza and had an opportunity to get a chance to meet her, you can see why her and her team is winning. So Aimee Ann, I'm going to toss it over to you. Thank you so much for pouring your wisdom into us. And then I'll let you introduce Tamera when you're finished.
Okay, cool. So, hey guys, I'm excited to be with y'all. Let's jump right in because we have a lot of opportunity to learn from people in the moment who legitimately 24 hours ago, in my opinion, had total life change. So I'm so excited. I'm still a little in shock. Not in shock that we accomplished it, but just like emotion shock. I knew we were going to hit it. And that is just the power of authenticity. That's the power of my tribe, my team. That's the power of the culture that truly, God gifted me in creating towards the end of March when I was like, made the switch to dive all in. So really, I mean, people say first and foremost, I'm going to give God the glory. But if you know anything about me, my faith is my rock. He is my shield. He is my provider. He is my source. So like this was him. So, my name is behind it, but it was God. So I just want to give glory and honor to him because it's definitely due. And what's interesting is if you know a little bit about my story, I've been in network marketing for 15 years. I've worked very hard in the industry for a long time. I didn't think I would cry. I'm proud of who I am. I'm really proud of what I've learned in my journey of persevering and believing in others pulling that out of people is the most incredible gift, I think, as human beings that we have. That's why I love being a mom, because I get to pull greatness out of my kids. And I love that this company, this product, helps people to feel good. You know, it takes the snappy mom away. It builds a mood support for the wife or the husband. And when you can have life change in a home, that is phenomenal. And then when you can have life change in bank accounts for my team, that is phenomenal. And this truly is a representation of 6 weeks of work. So in the 6 weeks that I've done anything in network marketing, I have not been able to help this many people achieve this much income this quickly. So my gift to you guys that I hope you walk away with is that you can all do this. It's, you know, the way that I view network marketing in Lavelle, right, is they pretty much have a blank check. And they're going to write whatever on that check, the work that you put in for the fruit of your labor. So what I want to challenge you guys with is, and again, if you know me, I talk a lot about money, and I didn't grow up with a lot of money. My dad was a truck driver. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. Thank God, because that's a huge reason I'm the woman I am today. But money gives you a lot of choices. The lifestyle that my children are being raised in now, I did not come anywhere near to that lifestyle. And to be able to tithe the amount that I'm able to in my church, to be able to go pull up in the gas station, see a single mom that looks broke down and busted and fill up her bank account. You guys, that's what brings me joy. To be able to put my son in the best athletic training program at 8 years old. He's 8 years old. I pay probably more than car payment for this program for him. That's a gift. Every summer camp they want to be a part of, that's a gift. Every new pair of shoes they need, that's a gift. So my heartbeat is for my team. It's for the calling of God on my life. But for Aimee and the bank account, it is solely for my family and their well-being, and for them to be able to see their mom win. Like yesterday, Jet, my son, asked me, he said, well, they're used to me working towards goals. It's a culture in our home. So Jet said, well, what's your goal you're going for, Mom? And I said, well, I'm going for a bonus of $50,000. And he went, $50,000? Can I just have 1,000 of that? And to be able to look at him and say, yeah, was pretty incredible. So, you know, you have to know your why and what moves you. So, I mean, if y'all want to put in the chat, if you want to ask me like a specific question, I'll answer one of them. But I think the biggest thing is you do have to have your mindset right. You have to know where you're going, and you have to be authentically you. Please do not look at me and think, oh, she has long blonde hair. It's fake. Okay, this hair is fake. I just got new extensions. I love it. I don't care. I like to contour. I like to highlight. I like to smell good. I like to be trendy. But you need to be your authentic self. My business works for me because that's what my tribe follows. Okay, I do think you need to set a level of excellence for yourself and for your team and give them a place where they walk into. When I started this, I told Tamera, I told Teresa, I tell everybody, 4K is what we do here. We have a culture of 4K. You're new, you're going to hit your VIP, and you're going to hit 4K. And that's just how we roll. And the rest has really been that. Okay, so sampling, yeah. So you have to be prepared with samples, you guys. I have 3 kids that are in several different activities. So when I tell you guys I sprinkle my Thrive business in, I sprinkle it in the little nooks and crannies. Perfect example today, we go to the pool for Reagan, my 2-year-old swim lessons. I met a mom Saturday, her son goes to the same swim lesson. And I said, I'm bringing you a sample Monday at the pool because I was at the playground unexpected. But I carry samples with me 98% of the time. Sampling is everything. It's one thing to talk about what it's done for you, but Kelly, you know, when we initially met in our group together, I didn't even know what Lavelle was. I'd never heard of Thrive. I knew nothing. And after a couple months, I was running out of my vitamins, and I was like, don't you sell vitamins or something? Like, I had to experience the product for myself. So please give people the gift of the experience. Give them the gift of 3 days, and then share your story with enthusiasm and passion. It's kind of like a marriage, right? Like, I've been married for 12 years. I freaking love my husband. Okay. The man puts the moon in the sky and lights up the stars for me. But we've been together for 16 years. Sometimes you can get used to being with something for a long time, but don't forget the impact, the life change that has. When he looks at me, I'm the only person he sees. I'm the only person that receives that love. So when you guys are talking about your Thrive, remember how your experience felt in the beginning. Don't ever get mundane with what the experience has done. So you have to be prepared with samples.
Yeah.
Talking to people face to face, living the product out loud, keep it simple, and create that culture of winning. So it's kind of like your kids. They're going to see the greatness you see it. They're going to live up to the amount of greatness that you see in them. It's the same thing with your team. I know how foolproof this business is because I've worked very hard in another company for a long time and have never made $50,000 in a month, not even close. Okay. Like, so when they have these rank advancements, that's the other thing from a corporate standpoint, hit the rank. Okay, because the more people that hit the rank advancement bonuses, they're going to bring it back, or they're going to keep it longer. Show them, hey, we're here. We like this. We want you to keep doing this. So honor your company and achieve what they've set out. VIP, helping your people do that. This is all things that you guys know, but I think the difference with me training you guys tonight is you have a gift, and don't forget it. That's it. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Tamera. She's our first 12K or second 12K on our team, and is hit all the bonuses: 4K Maui gyms, 12K rank advancement, auto bonus, 4K on her husband's account, 4K with her friend Ruth in 24 days. So that tells you everything you need to know about this bombshell of a woman. The culture, it's God, it's a gift from God. Tamera, you are a gift to me. Please, with you, and I adore you. Thank you for being excellent.
Oh, thank you so much. So what an honor. I just want to say thank you, Aimee Ann, and thank you, Kelly. And I share the same sentiments as Aimee Ann. Listen, Jesus, number one for me. And I can honestly say, like, that's really been a driving point for me, like, even to how I ended up getting into Lavelle. Like, I literally was just like, I watched Aimee Ann and I watched her excitement. And I was like, okay, Lord, like, I want more time on my hands. Me and my husband just opened a new business. And then I just kind of, I listened to her story. She's exciting. And that's one of the things I love about her is she's herself. So I would have to come out the gate saying, number one, be yourself, because there is something that everybody's looking for when it comes to whether you're building a team, whether you're sharing Thrive. Everybody, all different kinds of people from everywhere, they need Thrive. They just don't know it yet. So the thing I realized is it's our job to help them realize what it is. And everybody has a story. And as you start sharing your story on Facebook, you have to step out there. You got to say something. Don't be afraid. I think that was probably one of the first things I remember. I met with Kelly and Aimee Ann and Teresa and Jane, and we were at Aimee Ann's house, and we were like, okay, let's do an Instagram. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to put me on Instagram right now. Right. And like, we just busted out, and I started laughing, and I realized in that moment, it's like, who cares? Right. And so that's one of the things, like, you have to just step out. You can't, in this business, I think one of the things is when you have something that people need and you show them, like, hey, who doesn't need energy? Who doesn't need, when it comes to mental clarity? I had a concussion some years back, and it's really helped me since I've been taking it. So when you talk about those things, and I think the other thing is, we work with people work for people, right? And so when you consider people working for people, take care of your teams. I think that's the other thing. I think the culture has been out the gate. Yes, the expectation of hitting 4K, but I will tell you, one of the things that makes me work hard is the fact that I have, I have someone who literally is laying down the motto, but she's not just talking the talk, but she's also doing exactly what it was that I needed. So even though she was new herself, she didn't hesitate to say, okay, while you're waiting on your box to come, like, here, let me help you with samples. Here, let me do this. Here, let me do that. And I was like, you know what? I like that. Like, it's not just about her just saying, okay, here's the goal, how to hit it. She was literally modeling what was set before me. And then what happened is I turned around, I did the same thing with my team. I turned around and did the same thing with my team. And I started with one goal at a time. Okay, the 400 VIP, the 800 VIP, and then strategizing. So if you start with the goals and you build them stair steps at a time, don't freak out, don't stress out, but really focus on the goals at hand, and just focus on, like, you need one promoter, one customer, one promoter, one customer, one promoter. And it's kind of like a cycle. So if you do that at the time between posting, then, and you don't say, okay, I need you to get 8 people. I need you to get, no, if they can't get one, it doesn't matter if they're not going to get to 8 if they don't get one. So you literally have to make the goals palatable for them where they can eat them. Right. So you got to break them down into pieces, and you have to make them palatable. As you make them palatable, one of the things is they'll look up and they'll go, oh my gosh, I actually hit VIP, and you celebrate their wins. I think it's super, super important to celebrate your wins. I'm all about people. I love people. And so I think the huge part is every opportunity, take a moment to celebrate your team. Good job. Giving them challenges, giving them stretch goals and things like that. I will say that definitely has really helped me. And then taking time out to just that layered leadership thing. I really love that. We talked about layered leadership. So even if you're not always available, giving them somebody else, putting them in the chats and the groups, so that they know, like, hey, I'm not the only person, and they see other people. And I think that also helps them. A little competitiveness never hurts. So I think, that a little competitiveness, right? And as they're seeing people like hit the 4K, they're like, hey, I can do it too. People sharing, their stories and listening to them, and then they begin to realize, like, it is a culture, and it really does work. That's been my motto. I'm like, it really works. Like, step out there, be bold, don't be afraid. I was never a Facebooker before now. I was never an Instagrammer before now. I am now. I'm a thriver and I'm an Instagrammer and Facebooker. So if that tells you anything, right? It really, just don't be afraid. Don't let fear grip you. Step outside of your comfort zone. The worst somebody can say is no. And that's it. So that's what I want to share.
So good. Thank you guys so much, Aimee and Tamera. I'm just so excited. You guys can see, and I know I see their team on here, like, yes, that's my girls. The culture that is created, you guys, you get to do that. And what's so cool about watching is we're all part of United We Thrive, right? We're all part of even bigger teams and smaller teams. And what's so cool is that you, as a leader, you have one customer, one promoter, you are a leader of that person. What culture will you create? What environment will you create, right? And it attracts it, right? Tamera was attracted to that, right? And her team is blowing up too. So it's the same thing. And you see, it's just such a cool vibe to watch. So I want to give you encouragement from what you heard from them is, I know I wrote down some notes, model what you want, be that person, be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. Don't spend time, trying to copy what other people are doing. Be you and step into your own greatness. So next I want to introduce Miss Bobbie Davis. Hopefully, I think I just saw her screen close, but hopefully you are able to share. You guys, Bobbie has just hit 12K, but I know because her sponsor, Shelly, shared with me, she actually blew way past 12K. I don't know exactly what your end number was, but I know you were knocking on the door of 40K. So we're so proud of you. We're so happy you're a part of this team. And we'd love to hear a little bit more about, what your things were that made you successful this last month.
Thanks for having me. Honestly, my biggest thing is if somebody joined me I don't care if it's my downline. I don't care if it's my sideline. I try to help everyone as far as if their team grows, if my promoters below me grow, I grow. My customers, the very first thing I do when they start giving me positive feedback, I'm loving this, I have the energy. Okay, let's talk to your friends. Get your friends in a three-way chat for me. I have samples for them. I have some promo codes I can get them. And my biggest thing is I will offer somebody a sample or I will offer them a discount. I very rarely do both. So I will say, look, I can give you a 3-day sample. You can try it. It'll show you the simplicity of the products. You may or may not feel it. Or I can give you a discount off of a full month where you're going to have more likely to actually feel the product and know what the product's going to do for you. Most of the time they take the deal. As far as my team below me, 3-way chats. I don't care. Get me in them. I'm more than happy to get in them. I talk to them about how I do little things on my Facebook. When somebody gives me a thumbs up or a heart or a smiley face on any of my posts, that's anything about my business or anything about my mood, I just go in and plain and simply say on their messenger. I don't do it under the comments. I go into their messenger and their inbox. Thank you. That's all I say. I let them come back with me as thank you for what? They just opened the door for me to tell them my experience. Thank you for following me in my business and supporting me. Thank you for following me in my personal. Thrive has done wonderful things for me. Do you have any problems sleeping? Do you have any problems with weight? Do you have any problems with your gastrointestinal tract? They just open that door. So you just walk right through it. That way you're not cold messaging. Make it personal. Don't just cold message. Don't just throw it out there. Hey, do you want to lose weight? Hey, do you want to do this? They want to know what it's going to do for them. This is about them. This isn't about you. So if you make it personal and you talk to people and you actually listen, that's the biggest part, is listening. Tell them your story, but then listen to theirs. My very first thing in a chat, 3-way chat, is tell me a little bit about yourself so I know where we can go with this. What's going to help you the best? We have different products that might help you better. And they're like, well, what are the products? I thought you just had Thrive. Well, yes, we have Thrive Classic, but if you're looking to lose a little bit more weight and you want to go to the weight range, the weight route, then we're going to do the Elite. So you tell me a little bit about what your life's like, and then we can make sure that you have the perfect product for you. That instantly they just open up and they just start telling me about themselves, which lets me help them more. Not only that, you can also introduce, hey, oh, you have problems sleeping. We have a great sleep aid. We have sleep gummies and they're wonderful. Oh, we just got a brand new product for gastrointestinal problems. It's called Rebuild. Colostrum and, turmeric. They're two of the best things to get your gut back healthy. You just know your products. And then when they tell you what's going on with them, you can just snap and just let them know things that you have, but you make it personal for them. I hit the customer appreciation. Didn't even know it. I knew it was out there. I didn't run for it. I try not to get my goals set on a promo. My goals are more set to my personal goals of helping my team thrive for free, helping my customers thrive for just shipping, and having everyone grow. And then when I actually reach out, I'm like, I got these weird credits in my account and I don't understand what it's for. They're like, oh, that was the promo. Oh, okay. But don't, the old saying my grandmother used to say, don't cut your nose off to spite your face, which means don't go hard for one thing of a promo and lose the sight of your long-term goal for your business. Because you can shoot yourself in the foot by trying to run for something certain and trying to get people to promote who are not ready to promote, or to order something they're not ready to order. When you force the issue, they're going to pull away. They'll come back, but they're going to pull away. So you want to be there for them and make sure that you're not pushing yourself, if that makes sense.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on your success and your team's success. You guys, we have like 1 minute left, and I know that we all want to hear from Shelly, but I do believe that since it's 8:25, I think Shelly, you're going to be on next week, or you were getting back to Amber sometime this month. But you guys, we definitely want you to hear from Shelly. She's also a new 40K this month in her first, or I think it's your first 6 weeks. So really your very first full month. So we're definitely going to feature her and hear from her too. But you guys, what I want to encourage you to do is hop on the Zoom, the team or the Lavelle Zoom that's going to start. You can find the link in your cloud office. You log in, and at the top, if there's a link there that shows it. It's going to be talking about team culture and really like able to build your team. And the last thing I want to leave you with is what I said in the beginning. Take something from Aimee, from Tamera, from Bobbie, and put it to use. One thing. All right. And what I want you to do to hold yourself accountable, whatever team chat you are in, I want you to go to that team chat, and I want you to tell everybody in the team chat the one thing you're going to do. All right, because I know that when we tell somebody else, we will show up more likely to do that, right? So go share the one thing that you took away that you are gonna do, even if it's show up on social media as myself, even if it's I'm gonna package my samples up, okay, and be ready when I'm at the ball field. So you guys, thank y'all. Thank you, Aimee, and thank you, Tamera. Thank you, Bobbie, so much. Congratulations, and just cannot wait to see what May brings for each of you. And we'll see you on the next Team Zoom, you guys. Y'all have a good night.